Welcome to the Chamber Members Podcast. This week we'll go over a business tip of the week, some chamber announcements, and you'll get to hear the story of our special guest, Jenny from Jenny King & Cleaning. First, a shout out to our USA Benefits Group, a sponsor for the week. If you do not love your health insurance plan and you're looking for a new one, you can reach out to them. Their agents will search a bunch of carriers for you so you find a plan that's best for you, not just what carrier's trying to sell to you. So they can be reached at 330-208-9455. Up next is our business tip of the week, brought to you by SBS Consulting Systems.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sean Hetrick, SBS Consulting Systems. This week's quick tip of the week is going to be about expenses, both fixed and variable. So one of the good things to do is to define these within your profit loss statement. So a fixed expense is one that does not change as your business grows, and a variable expense is one that changes based on your level of business that you do. Once you define these and look for what the percentage growth is on these variable expenses, you can then use this to not only look and see how your business has performed in the past and where you can make savings, but you can also project out, if I add this product line, if I add this service, how are my expenses going to change, and really have a good idea of what growth is going to look like for you. We at SBS Consulting can help you with that. We can come in and kind of sit with you, look through your profit loss, and really develop these reports. Again, that was fixed and variable expenses, and I'm Sean from SBS Consulting Systems.
Sean, thanks for the tip. Jenny, thanks for joining us this week.
Hi.
I look forward to sharing your story, and I have a lot of questions for you. I know it's been a journey. So tell me a little bit. I mean, from what I understand, Jenny King Cleaning isn't a franchise, right? You kind of built that up from scratch?
Yeah. So I started it it'll be 12 years in January. And it started with me just going around my kid's schedule. I just needed a job, something to make money around my young kid's schedule, because one was specifically sick all the time. So I could take him to the doctors, or if he was sick, then I could I'd stay home with him. So I started it very slow growing because I knew investors. So I thought, let's just clean apartments. Mm-hmm. And that's how it all started. Wow. So I just started cleaning apartments by myself.
And when did you say that you actually started it? What year was it?
So it was 2012. So it was January 2012. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been a process.
So did you have any experience before doing work with another company, or you're just like, I got this?
Well, I worked at a property management company, and that's how I met investors. So I had a long list of people I knew. But as far as cleaning, no. I actually hated cleaning. But I thought, well, if I'm going to get paid for it, then I won't hate it as much. And I didn't. So I just kept cleaning, and here we are.
That's how I am. My wife kills me because I hate doing things for myself at home. Like, I hate mowing my lawn. Yeah. But I like mowing other people's lawn. I'd rather mow two other people's lawn and pay someone to mow my lawn.
I'm the same way.
It's the satisfaction about it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So, yeah, I would never get stuff done around my house unless I get someone to pay for it.
Right. Same.
Did you have any business experience before, or just a property management, or?
So with property management, the owners taught me a lot about business, how to start an LLC, how to, claim your taxes, all that. So I do give them credit for that. But as far as that, I've never had a business. I always knew I wanted to be a business owner. I just didn't know what.
Exactly.
So I just knew I didn't want to always work for someone.
Yep, I'm the same way.
Me too.
Yeah, there's no way I could. Looking back now, I'm like, there's no way I could ever be an employee. Ever.
Nice. Did it feel like a big risk to go out on your own to do that?
So when the kids were younger, no. 5 years ago, I got divorced, yes, because it was still small scale. It was still I would say 1 or 2 employees. I'd have a part-time person here and there. It wasn't very big. So I got divorced, and I was like, okay, well, we got to make this happen, because otherwise your other option is to work for someone else, and we're not doing that. So, so 5 years ago, yes, it was a huge risk, and I was praying that it would work. I was winging it, going to all the tip clubs. I started going to tip clubs years ago, but started focusing on growing my name and getting bigger and bigger and bigger about 5 years ago.
Yeah, because you probably had to double your income to match everything, right? All the expenses.
Yeah. It's a little different when you have no money instead of having somebody to help you.
Yeah.
So we depending on my money that I made, but it wasn't the main source. So.
I actually saw a Facebook memory from 8 years ago, and it was a tip club that you were in the picture. It's awesome. It's like,
I'm like, okay, so this has got to work. And I don't even know how I got involved in the chamber so much, but I've been there as long as Molly's been there.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've kind of grown up together.
That's awesome.
So would that kind of be like the moment that changed your business as far as, like, hey, this is all in or nothing?
Yeah. That was it. It was getting a divorce, and I had to move and pay all bills by myself. And I rented a house, and the lady's like, "Can you afford it?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah,
of course, business is great."
Yeah, business is great. And then I was like, "Hey, this has got to work." So I have no option. So yeah, I'm like, "Yeah, I can afford it." Yep. Awesome. I hope she doesn't hear this.
I mean, that's kind of when you get sometimes the most productivity done is when you're at the grind. You're forced to do it. You know, it's sink or swim.
That's awesome.
So, would you give your younger self any advice if you could send a note back in time? Launch bigger sooner.
I love how it's grown. I like how it all started super slow. I've learned so much in that time. So I was given an opportunity to go slow, and I didn't rush anything. And so I had to, because then I knew more. So then it wasn't as scary. The one thing I would really honestly change is if I could go back and do it sooner. I was 37. If I could go back sooner, I was 37, and started it when I was 25.
Yeah.
Imagine where it would be.
Yeah, we're all partying then, though.
I mean, that's very true. When I got as much done, was I as disciplined? No. But I would have started smaller, and maybe it wouldn't have grown as much. But yeah, I probably started sooner. That's the only advice I would give myself. It's just to start sooner. I tell my kids, if you're going to start a business, do it while you're young.
Right.
Don't do it when you're 37.
So in the beginning, what services did you start with?
Cleaning.
Just cleaning?
Just cleaning vacant apartments.
Okay.
And that was it. And then somebody said, "Hey, can you do my house?" I'm like, "Ugh, I don't want to really do that." But I did it, and I didn't hate it. So, and then it just kept growing from there. So just cleaning residential and cleaning, my first job actually was, besides apartments, was a common area at an apartment complex, and we still clean it.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome.
And that was 12 years ago. We don't clean their apartments, but we clean their commons.
Okay.
So yeah, and it's crazy to think about. It's so crazy. So yeah, just vacants, and then residential, and then commons.
Yeah. So I've seen an amazing come up in the last year. So can you lay out like the different services now that you guys offer? Because there's quite a few.
Yeah. So now besides cleaning residential and commercial, we do laundry service. We do organizing, and then I just recently bought a carpet cleaning business, which cleans, carpet, of course, area rugs, upholstery, and tile and grout. So nice. It's exciting.
Yeah.
That's scary. Yeah. That's like more money to be scary about.
Did you have to add a lot more employees then? Did you double? You acquired that company, right? Or how'd that work?
Well, it came with, yes, I acquired the employees with the company, but it's a good reputation company. It's Ace Carpet Cleaning. It was at a smaller scale.
Okay.
So I did recently then buy another van to put another truck mount in it because that's just me. It's just going to grow. That's just how it works. Yeah. So.
And now you have a location with a beautiful new sign?
Yeah. So I moved in November of last year to a bigger 2,000 square feet office, which we're outgrowing already, which is good and bad. Yeah. I did sign a 3-year contract with that. So I have to say for 3 years. But with Ace Carpet Cleaning, it's a completely separate entity. So it does have its own warehouse and office.
Nice.
And it's on an acre lot, which is a big deal to me because I usually live in a city lot. So on Ace Carpet Cleaning, I bought a house, and I'm going to move to that house. So I'm literally closer to my life, which is here.
That's on Fulton Road, the cleaning business?
Jenny Can is on Fulton, 5890 Fulton Road, or Fulton Drive. My sister corrects me daily. And then the carpet cleaning is at 4300 38th Street Northwest. Still 44718, though.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm sure like the carpet cleaning upholstery is kind of one-time customers, right? And then repetitive through the years as they need it again. How does the cleaning service work? Like, when you do residentials or when you do, your commercial stuff when they're trying to get it all cleaned up for their next tenant?
So that is more reoccurring. So we do weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly cleaning, or we do as needed. I literally have one lady that just every couple weeks just, hey, can you get me in this week? And I'm like, sure, why not? So, or like with vacant, like apartments or houses, it's literally when the tenant moves out, they get it fixed up, and then they say, can you get it in? So
do you have like set pricing for like vacant tenancies for like square foot or something, or how do you?
So if it's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, like literally 4 rooms, they're all pretty much the same. Yeah. So, and I have the same price for a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, townhouse. So, but residential is different.
Okay.
You can't really necessarily charge. You can charge by the square footage, but it also depends on the person's upkeep.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like how much time you think you're going to invest into it, and then. Do you ever have to make an adjustments like, oh, this is...
Yes.
Okay. You're like, you showed me a really clean house the first month, and now
right.
You're just throwing stuff everywhere.
Well, this lady... So when I give a quote, I give increments. Okay. So just giving you numbers, like between 1 and 150. And people always ask me, why do you do it that way? Well, I don't know how you really live.
Yeah.
So, like, I did a walkthrough, and your place looks immaculate. But if I walk back in, is it going to look immaculate? So people do get nervous about that. But I also can't shoot myself in the foot.
Yeah.
And I'm very, I have a business to run, and I still have to get paid.
Employees need paid.
Employees need paid. Supplies need bought. Insurance needs paid. Yeah. So, and I'm very upfront with people. So if I see that it's like an extra, I try to, as fast as I can, to let people know. I provide before and after pictures and stuff too. So
awesome.
Yeah, I'm always covering my back.
That's great. So why do most customers choose you, other than like the commercial side? Like the residential side, is it because they don't want to do it, they can't do it, they don't have time?
They want to buy back their time.
They want to buy back their time.
Yeah, people don't want to clean on a Saturday. You have 2 family incomes. Their kids are all in sports. They have 2 to 3 kids. They don't want to. They don't want to spend a Saturday cleaning on a nice, sunny, 80-degree day when they're going to sporting events all day, and the last thing they want to do is come home, oh my gosh, I have to clean my house on Sunday. So they're buying back their time, which I truly appreciate, because honestly, I love it when my house gets clean. I come home and I'm like, oh, this is the best.
Yeah, that's nice.
So,
what's the best way for customers to schedule? Just to call?
Always contact me.
Okay.
You always get a hold of me. You won't talk to anybody else. My phone number is 330-704-1021. You can call or text. And then you can also email me. We have an amazing website where you have a contact form.
That's beautiful.
If you don't want it. You like it?
Yeah, I do like it.
Oh, good. Yeah, we worked a lot. We put a lot of time and effort into that one. So
awesome.
The gentleman who did it actually uses it as a like a sample. Like, this is what we do. I'm like,
nice.
You're welcome. So,
what's the address of that?
Sorry, it's you can email me at jenny@jennycancleaning.com.
Perfect.
Or our website is Jenny Can Cleaning.
Perfect.
So before we run out of time,
Yes.
I always like to know, are there any shout-outs you'd like to give to other chamber members?
Yeah, I love the whole Thursday tip group. La Pizzeria at noon. Those are my people. That's really the only one I go to. I am trying to get more involved. Time.
Time, yeah.
That's all. But I do. I love Thursdays at noon at La Pizzeria. We'll never stray.
So up next are chamber announcements. I'm actually going to throw this question out to Jenny because it's about tip clubs. So nice segue. Can you tell us a little quick overview of what the tip clubs are about and how it helped your business?
Yeah. So I started, like I said, I've been going probably as long as Molly's been there. And you just go and you have lunch and you're with people that are like-minded like you, that can help you with problems or questions that you might have about your business. There's no judgment. You're eating some good food and you're hanging out with great people, other business owners.
That's great. Yeah. And there's 5 tip clubs for those that you don't know. Mm-hmm. So we got 2 breakfasts ones, 3 lunch ones. Tuesdays we have noon to 1, Buffalo Wild Wings on Dressler Road. Wednesdays in the morning we have Samantha's Restaurant, 6326 Market Avenue, North Canton. That one's run by Stacy Hoffman at the Handyman That Plumber. So it's a great little group there, out a little ways for people who are kind of on that east end. And then Wednesday afternoon, 1 p.m. at the Winking Lizard.
Noon to 1.
Noon to 1. Yeah, noon to 1. Don't be late.
Don't be one.
And then Thursday's breakfast is at Bueller's in Jackson from 8 a.m. till 9. And then the second one on Thursdays is at La Pizzeria.
La Pizzeria.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah, it is good.
Well, that makes a wrap for episode 8 of the Chamber Members Podcast. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.